We are a month into 2025. We are officially out of no spend January and I'm a new person. This year I am trying to be more intentional about my purchases. I have even put in a $500 limit where if it's over $500, I have to think about it for a whole month before buying, which may seem crazy to some and low to others, but I find the $500 mark to just be where I'm comfortable at right now. It's easy for me to swipe the card and not look back, but I really got to stop that and just be more intentional about things that I bring into my collection. If you're new here, I'm Daniella and I am a handbag enthusiast. I love buying bags and I like talking about them. If you're into that, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button so you can continue seeing my content. Let's get into it. We are talking about my 2025 luxury wish list. It has taken me some time to fully go through, analyze, think about things that truly need to be added into my luxury collection. It is very easy for me to just buy things spur of the moment and then think, well, why didn't I buy the thing on my actual wish list? And it's because I had already bought 10 other things. So being very intentional this year and trying to get more bang for my buck. So let's get into it. So it would not be my luxury wish list of 2025 if a Birkin 25 was not the first on the list. Last year I started my Hermes journey, but then it kind of took a backseat towards the end of the year with holidays, travel. This year I don't think I'm gonna go full force into my Hermes journey. If I get to the store every month, then it happens, and if I don't, I'm not gonna stress about it. Hermes is forever, it's always gonna be there. Just kind of taking the stress out of that and just making it more fun. We'll see how that goes. I'm really open to any colors that I would be offered. I'm not picky when it comes to colors. I love colors and I love neutrals, so excited to see what happens with that, but that's not something that I am actively working towards right now. If I'm offered one, great, and if not, it will continue to be on my wish list. Next up, we have a pair of designer sandals. I just put one, but then when I was kind of thinking about this and looking at sandals, I realized that I have wanted a couple different pairs for a while now, so I will probably open this up. So the first pair that's been on my wish list since last year are these Chloe Tippy slides in calfskin. I believe they come in suede too, but I haven't seen these all over. I know they come in a suede as well, and then like a white color. I would either like this calfskin or that white color, but we will see. I think these are fabulous. They're kind of chunky and I feel like they will go with a lot. I wear my gold Oran sandals a lot, so I feel like I would get a lot of wear out of these, and sometimes I don't like how the Orans look because they're slimmer, so I think these would be a fabulous add-in. And then I saw these probably fall 2024 and I'm super intrigued on them, and they are the Chloe crossover wedged sandals. I tried them on and they're just so good. They look amazing on the foot, and I know they're a little funky with all of the like etchings in them, but I love them. I have a pair of the Chloe Woody sandals and I wear them all the time. I've had them for like 3 years now. I love Chloe for summer sandals or summer shoes. I did see them on Satire for $760. In store, I believe they're around $1,200. So I'm not sure why these are on sale, but we love that. So that seems like a good add too. And then obviously I love my Hermes Chypre sandals so much. I got them in white last year and I was eyeing a colorful pair, but my store never had the colors that I wanted and they couldn't order the ones that I wanted because they were sold out. Or I would love a pair of the Teddy Chypre sandals, which I think I'm on a wait list for, but those haven't come in either. I'm really open to just a fun color. I love my Chypres, they're the best. Those are the ones I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about them for a while, and if I see them in store, I will buy them because I've been thinking about them longer for a month. Moving on. If you watched my jewelry collection video, then you know I've been wearing this Seiko watch that my husband got me like a year ago. I love it. I wear it all the time. I said goodbye to my Apple Watch, haven't looked back. Now that I know I wear a watch, I want to get into watches, and what is more fitting than getting an Hermes watch. I have loved this watch for so long. My best friend got it when we went to Paris when we were like 16, so he has it, and I've loved it since he got it, and I think it's time to add one into my collection. It isn't the most expensive watch, but I like how dainty it is. I like how you can switch out the band and get different colors out of it. I think it's a really good starter watch. I know it is looked down upon in the watch world, but I personally love it. My husband was not too keen on getting it when I first mentioned it, but I think he's coming around, so we will see. But I'm between the mini model and the small model. I prefer a smaller watch because I have a pretty small wrist, but we'll see. Maybe I'll go in and try on the two different sizes, but I tend to lean more dainty. We'll start off with that watch and then probably progress from there. Okay, going back to shoes, I am obsessed with my Chanel tab loafers. They're probably one of my most worn shoe besides my Adidas Sambas, but I would love to get them in like a brown, caramel, or even a taupe color. I feel like that would be a really good addition with my outfits when I don't want to wear a black shoe but still look dressed up. That isn't a heel. I feel like they're easy to dress up and dress down, and I love them so much, and they're so comfortable. I do have these brown Chanel loafers, but they're very clunky and they hurt my feet and they're pretty hard to style. I thought the color would be great and easy to style, but I've learned it's kind of hard. So I would love to switch it up and add these into my collection. If you've kept up with my channel for some time, then you know these Miu Miu glasses have been on my radar for a while, but I just have not bought them. I don't know why. I guess I'm just not 100% sold. I would love to get just a black pair of sunglasses. Maybe I'm just kind of holding out to see if something special catches my eye. I love the Miu Miu, but I feel like the logo is super big, so I don't know. I've kind of been keeping my eye out for Chanel, or if Loewe would bring back the ones that I have in like the tortoise color, I would love to get those in black, but I don't see that happening. On my list, I just have a black pair of designer sunglasses. So if you have any good recs, let me know. Louis Vuitton Murakami is back. We just had the relaunch of multicolor, and rumor is that we're gonna have a cherry blossom relaunch and a cherries relaunch. So originally when I made my luxury wish list, I decided I needed to get something from each of these launches. But the more and more I think about it, and just kind of my distaste with the whole multicolor launch to begin with, I'm kind of steering away from it. I left it on for now. When I was talking to my CA, she told me that what has been leaked isn't 100% true. They might add in more things or switch up styles. They're keeping it very hush hush, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. I've been eyeing from the cherry blossom the Papillon, not sure, or the Pochette Accessoire. I love that one. Very Mean Girls, 2000s. I love it, but at the same time, I don't know if it's gonna be overdone, and I'm just gonna kind of be over it by the time it comes out because that's already how I'm feeling. I would love the iconic cherry Speedy, but it doesn't look like they're bringing that back. I saw denim in cherries and big cherries, and a lot of people were saying it reminded them of the Coach collab, which I agree with. Nothing super special about it, so we will see. Keeping it on the list just kind of for like iconicness, I guess, and I feel like when I have a daughter, it would be good just to add this into her collection. So we'll see. Kind of not impressed at this point. But that is the point of this whole wish list, is to add things, see what stays on it, what I get, and see what falls off because my tastes have changed. So that's the point. Spring summer is on my mind, so I would love to add in another Hermes swimsuit. I do have a one piece that I absolutely love and I wear it all the time, but I would love a two piece. When I was buying my one piece, they were sold out of two pieces, so that's what I ended up getting. But I do love it, but it doesn't really give me shape, so I would love to get a two piece. Obviously, designer swimsuits are unnecessary and expensive, but I feel like they just make summer pool days and trips a little more exciting. They come with a cute little pouch. I like to get ones that are a bit more of a statement, so you can filter them in through your just normal swimsuits from Target. I have been thinking about this bag for so long, and I think 2025 is the year that I will finally get it, which is the Bottega Andiamo. I don't know how long it's been around, but I've had my eye on it since it came out, so maybe like 2024, end of 2023. I would love it in the fondant color. Originally, I tried it on in October in Boston, and I tried on the small size, and that was the size I really wanted. But then recently, I've fallen in love with bigger bags. So when I went into my local Neiman's and tried it on again, I have decided that I think the medium is actually the size that I will go for. The small is 4,500 and the medium is 5,500. So I'm glad I didn't make the mistake and buy the small one when now I want the medium. So that just goes to show impulse purchases are typically not your friend. So I have been eyeing Fashion File, and it looks like you can get them for like about $1,000 cheaper. They are hard to come by because they are such an it bag right now, but I love that you can wear it multiple ways. You can play around with the strap, you can take the strap off, wear it as a belt, and it just looks like the perfect bag. Fit a lot in it, and I'm obsessed. So I will be adding that to my collection at some point this year, but we will see, so stay tuned for an unboxing. I have been obsessed with the Loewe puzzle bag for years now. I love how low-key it is. I love how it's if you know, you know. It's not all over the place. Like Bottega Jodie's and Andiamo's are replicated pretty often. You can get them on Amazon. You can go to Anthropologie, Target, etc. But you don't really see that with a puzzle bag, which I love. And I love how over time it just gets the most perfect slouchy bag. Don't know what color I want it in. I do know that I actually want the normal size one. I was kind of aiming for the small mini one, but after seeing the slouchiness, I just want the OG size. I think it would be a perfect addition if you are into bags. Like, that's an iconic bag from Loewe. I would definitely go pre-loved just because I would want it to kind of have the slouch already. I'm too impatient to put that time in to make it have the slouch. I have read that the slouchiness can take a few years, so pre-loved it is. Moving on back to Hermes. Hermes just has so many goodies, and I love the brand, so I'm enjoying the journey and the money that I spent. But I would love a Picotin 18 in a neutral. I would love like any taupe. I would love gold. I would love noir. Really anything gold hardware, and I think it would just be a really good addition. I do love my Vuitton Picotin, but I wasn't grabbing it in the winter fall time, so I think a neutral would be a really good add. This one might be shocking because I typically don't go for bags like this, and I previously said that this brand did not have my buy-in with bags yet because they were so pricey. The power of social media, I assume, has won me over. I would love to add in a Row Margaux bag into my collection. Again, I love the bigger ones. I've seen the smaller ones. They're just not for me. I would love a big one in like a maroon, a chocolate brown, a neutral suede. The tan is gorgeous. Really anything. I think it's just a great everyday bag, errand bag. I'm going to work, will go into motherhood, a good mom bag. It is just a really good size for a woman that needs to do a lot of things. So I love it. I love the chicness. It's very understated. I did try on an East-West one in New York, and I loved it. It was really hard to walk away from it. Again, the price is a bit more than I would want to spend. I think I would spend it. I am putting this on my 2025 wish list, but it's pretty low down. I'm not in a hurry to get this, so I could see this being on my wish list for a few years before deciding to pay the hefty cost. I kind of want to see how they age over time because they are so new, and just see kind of how that plays out, and then see how it plays out on the pre-loved market as well. Because if I could save a couple thousands of dollars in a couple months or like in a year's time, I would much rather do that. I mean, who wouldn't? After seeing Cassie Thorpe all around New York with her Speedy P9, I have officially added one to my wish list. Again, with this one, I don't see myself getting it immediately. I would much rather have a Birkin 25 or the Andiamo before I would get this one. But I think they do the colors very stunning. I've seen like an orange sherbet, the blue that Cassie has, that lovely green, the blue. I love it. I would love the smaller size. I was talking to my CA and she says you have to be nominated for them. She said that if they get any in, she'll let me know, or I should put a deposit down and have them bring one in because my city just never gets them. So I might do that, but I'm in no hurry. But I think the leather looks luscious and it looks like it just kind of melts. It's not as stiff as the canvas Speedy. So I think this is really great. And since I am a lover of Louis Vuitton, even though I try not to be, how could I not end up adding this to my wish list? This bag has been on my wish list since the fall, but I was not able to get the color that I wanted to. So it remains on the list, which is the Chanel 22 in small in the maroon color. Whenever I traveled or even went into my local store, they didn't have it. So I'm assuming they didn't make that many of them. So I'm keeping my eye out on the pre-loved market. Hopefully someone will end up selling theirs and not for like an astronomical price. But since I love my Chanel 22 in the mini size, I think a small would be perfect because I am loving the bigger bags, and that maroon burgundy was just so gorgeous. The bag that I go back and forth between is the Goyard mini Anjou. When I went to New York, I had the opportunity to buy one and I ultimately decided not to, but then when I went into my local grocery store, I saw someone carrying it in maroon and it just looked so good and effortlessly chic, and I was like, why did I do that? I don't know. It's back on my list. It isn't a horrible price. It's very cute. I just don't know how much wear I would get out of it, and I don't know if I just am having FOMO. So it remains on the list, but it's definitely not a priority. Another thing from Goyard that I almost got was a travel pouch. These weren't on my radar until I went into the store and I saw them, and they were so beautifully displayed with all the different colors. And when I started to play around with them, I was like, hey, this could actually be a really good pouch for my husband to carry, because he comes with me to shoot a lot, or when we go out, I always have like a camera and a tripod on me. So not all the time, but sometimes. So I thought it would be good because I make him carry that. I thought it would be nice for him just to have like a nice little pouch, because sometimes he just takes out like a Lululemon bag if we have quite a bit and it just doesn't look good. So I think this would be a really good addition that we could both benefit from. So that's on the list, and I'm sure I'll end up getting it at some point this year. Because I love my D-joy so much, I have added another color onto my list. I'm not very picky on the color that I will get, but I am hoping for like a baby blue. I think that would be a really good addition, or like a pale yellow. I saw Tosh PS post about this gorgeous blue micro D-joy, but when I was in New York, I asked about it and they said that color did not get released in the US. So I didn't get it, but I'm still on the hunt. I'm hopeful maybe when the spring bags start to hit the stores, a pale yellow or a baby blue will be in something. So we'll see. But really any color. I love the bag so much. I feel like it is very functional, even though it is very tiny. It comes with the top handle strap, it comes with the shoulder strap, and then it comes with a crossbody strap, which not a lot of bags come with that. So good. And then lastly, I have a Balenciaga city bag. I have loved this bag ever since it came out. My mom and my sisters had some. They're very edgy, very street, but I feel like they can really be paired with like very casual outfits, or you can dress it up. I just love the aesthetic of it, and it's been on my list for a while. I did end up getting the Fendi Spy bag and the Stella McCartney bag, and I haven't gotten this one, but I am keeping my eye out for the perfect color. I would love a fun color like a berry, or even like this like sagey green color. I am hoping to only spend around $600, but the pre-loved market on these is kind of crazy, and the ones I've been seeing range at like $1,200, and I don't want to spend that on such a dated bag just because they're so old. And I don't want to buy new from the store because if you know, you know. I don't want to be giving them my money like that, but I'm fine to buy pre-loved. But anyways, that is my wish list for 2025. I guess we will check back in a few months and see what things I get, what things I still want, and what things fall off, which is the thing I love about these lists. This year, I'm really trying to stick to buying things only on my list, because otherwise I just go crazy and then I come back and I'm like, well, why didn't I buy that? And it's like, because I bought 10 other things instead of that one thing. So being more intentional this year. Let me know what is on your wish list for 2025 so I can obsess with you. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.